All right. So apparently, for this Asmongold clip, we have to brace ourselves for apparently an insane nutcase. So yeah, we'll see. I've had the first few seconds in already, and like my impression was that we're gonna get an absolute nutcase, like for real. It's just over. This by Asmongold clips. To be fair, I just like it's just that he finds like these insane clips, right? That I can find. Otherwise, if I find them, I'd react to them myself. So yeah, regardless, we're gonna look at this. I'm curious what I'm gonna be jobbed at because like he said in the beginning already, it's a nutcase. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Every little bit counts, by the way. So yeah, thank you so much. If you do, regardless, I wonder what we'll get here. I wonder what we'll get here. I'm concerned. I'm scared. What is this?
Oh, look at this here. This is a nutball.
I thought of something good. I think it's stuff in the weirdest spot. Sabotage tactic, or at least scare tactic. All the medical providers, grab some syringes with needles on the end.
Huh? Is she attempting to advocate for, poisoning people? Like, giving them medication without their consent? Putting them down? What is, okay, hold up. Is this a woman who works in the medical field? Because fun fact, we have those too. Fun fact, we have as well, right? This needs to be said. This is always crazy liberal women, right? It is always crazy liberal women, right? In the US, it's crazy liberal women fighting against ICE. Here in Germany, it's crazy liberal women fighting against our right-wing party, right? Interesting. I've noticed this worldwide. Well, not worldwide, but every single time it is liberal women. It's not liberal men that are doing these, right? Like, okay, it does happen. It does happen, right? But like mostly it's liberal women. White liberal women. Interesting. Is she trying really to advocate for this? I'm curious.
And have them full of saline or succinylcholine, you know, whatever. That will probably be a deterrent.
Man, see, you got to put this bit.
She's got to go to jail. That's a safety hazard. That is 100% a safe. That's a safety hazard. If she does work in any medical field with patients and stuff, like imagine this, right? It's that insane, right? She's essentially saying, you know, practically, if somebody is like, if she's like taking care of somebody and she finds out he has wrong think, basically, is what she's saying here, just like poison them. Is that what she's saying? Do I misunderstand this? Or is she like saying others should do it? What is going on? Fucking demons. That is demonic. Nobody can tell me otherwise that isn't demonic. How can you... No normal... Okay, I'm gonna say this. No normal healthy person records a video. Not just... It doesn't even start with the recording, right? It starts in the head. No normal person sits there thinking, I want to poison people that I don't agree with. No normal person does that. And right, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to say this even, I can't even be too mad. These people are at the end of the day victims. They have been raised this way. They've been indoctrinated this way in like college, school, whatever, high school, right? Universities, right? These people here do exist as well, by the way. They do exist. The guy who's, there was a guy who like celebrated, Kirk's, you know what? And this guy lives in Germany. Like that guy Martinez something is like a crazy guy, was on TikTok laughing crazy. That guy lives in Germany. These people live in Germany. I think he also works for state TV. Isn't that insane? Again, no normal person sits here and is like, I will poison people for wrong think. Let alone record it. Let alone publish it. You got it. That is mental illness beyond belief. Publish that? Like, you sat there, looked at it, and uploaded it. You sat there. By the way, this is very much a TikTok issue, by the way. Everything bad spawns on TikTok, right? I posted it by Libs of TikTok, right? Every little bit of misandry, left-wing radicalism, other stuff, right? This stuff, right? Is posted on TikTok. It might be time to bring TikTok some freedom. I don't know. It's like crazy, right? It's like crazy, and these people do exist here in Europe. They probably are even. This might be a hot take, but they're probably even more so. Not radical, but like more so. What's the word you'd use for this? They're more so into it, right? What's the fixated on this, right? They're more so not radical. I guess radical would be the word, but like it's not really. It's more so that they're even more insane, I'd argue, to a degree, right? They're even more insane because like there's a lot more people. At least here in Germany, Germany's very liberal. Fun fact: Germany's very liberal. You'd be scared. You'd be scared how liberal it is. Like I couldn't say my true views. For example, in my college, they either kick me out, they report it, or like I get my ass beat by some insane person. Can't do this here. I don't know if you can do it in the US. I don't know.
Bitch in jail. I mean, this person works in the healthcare industry, and they're talking about injecting people with injecting someone with sarcosuline. A temporary paralysis drug would be attempted murder. This is a paralytic drug that prevents the individual from breathing.
So I am right. She's essentially advocating for poisoning people. Because right, that's what it is. That's what she's advocating for. Jail, 100%. There's no doubt about it.
Ladies where these ICE guys are going have a chance to do something, not without risk, but could help the cause for sure.
Could help the cause. Yeah.
An ICE agent, bring some X-Lax and put it in their drinks. Get them sick.
Man.
Nobody's going to die. Just enough to incapacitate them, get them off the street for the next day.
Man.
Highly.
She's cold-bloodedly sitting here recording this, advocating for poisoning others. That is insane. That is insane. She's just sitting there and saying this and posting it for everybody to see. I hope she did get fired. That is insane.
Easily
spike their drinks. I think I've heard this one before. Is this like the Karen version of Bill Cosby?
Too.
This is literal terrorism. Yeah.
Oh, so men spiking women's drinks is bad, which we all agree on, right? But a woman advocating for spiking the drinks of men, because that's what, right? Ice, probably mostly men. That's fine. So we have a double standard here. Interesting. Interesting. Rules for thee, but not for me, huh?
No, and that's the thing, is that there is a certain type of violent bravado that a lot of these white women have, because they have lived their entire life inside of more privilege than anybody in the history of mankind has.
White women complaining about injustice is really funny. And like equality is really funny. You are privileged as fuck. You are privileged. And you're trying, it's not just that, they're trying to tell other people how privileged they are. And it's like really funny, right? These women are the most sheltered people on the planet. It is insane. Stop being a victim. Stop it. We don't listen to people that think like that anymore. This whole victim mentality is one of the worst things we've ever gotten. We are in the victim Olympics. Everyone's trying to be a victim. Doesn't matter skin color, gender, whatever. Everyone's trying to be a victim. It is insane. It is insane, and it will hold you back. I'm of the firm belief that giving other people the entire time the fault for your shortcomings or your failure while you aren't succeeding in anything else is that should be considered a mental health issue. Because for real, it's holding you back because you're taking no accountability for your own mistake. If you blame everyone else, you cannot take accountability for your mistakes. That's what these people are doing, right? And another thing, these people are only saying this because they've never experienced any threat of violence, no bullying, nothing, right? It's not just like, right, political violence aside, right? We're clearly against political violence here. right? We are not like this woman here, right? I'd say, right? We're not like this lady here. Hopefully, right? We cannot be like this lady, otherwise we lose the moral high ground, and then we're just literally just the same. But like, even just bullying, a lot of people who advocate for violence, they've never been in a physical altercation, they've never been bullied, they've never even experienced the threat of violence in any way, shape, or form, and that is why they react this way. That's why a lot of these like there's a lot of men out there who like threaten immediately to like hit somebody, right? Mostly those guys have never ever experienced any threat of violence or actually been in a physical altercation. It's the exact same thing here. I think it's the exact same thing here. They've never had the threat of violence coming towards them. Therefore, they think they can be violent. Simple as that.
Ever had. Because of that, they think they can literally advocate to kill and inject people non-consensually with drugs to fulfill whatever their political goal is. This is crazy.
Somebody's not going to be supporting these guys. Where's the hotel where they eat? Who makes that breakfast?
Yep.
Let's find them.
Pretty sure what she did is considered a threat. Obviously, it's a threat. What are we doing?
Let's make their lives fucking miserable. I know we're already trying to keep them awake all night.
You're miserable. That's the reason why.
Anything you can do to make the living conditions bad.
She's on administrative
Somewhere in
leave.
the room
Nothing else
getting-
will happen.
Just stay toxic.
So here's I'm gonna say it. They think that being violent towards others will protect these immigrants. I'm in fact of the opposite belief. I'm of the opposite belief. You being violent may result in violence against these immigrants who aren't supposed to be in the United States. Right? That is what I believe. Because it will build resentment. I think it builds resentment towards not only, right, her, them, right? It also builds resentment towards these illegals, these illegal immigrants. Again, I wish we had something like ICE in Germany, right? Because we, you know, I think you know the state of probably a lot of European countries that are very much fall into this like leftist hellhole, right? Liberal, whatever you want to call it, right? I think you know the state of being here. It's just like I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I really don't. It's just insane to me.
How's this for a motivational phrase? Our resistance will be talked about for generations.
No, it won't. It won't. They will call you insane and that's it. They will call you insane and that's it. You know what people will be talking about? I see the Corsair behind me. Iran's, for example, Iran. That's what people will talk about. People will talk about revolutions. You don't have a revolution. You know why? Because your revolutions will fail because they mostly consist of inaction, not the proper action. Because you don't know how to do it, right? I feel like from the outside it appears that when you look at like people more on the right and people more on the left, on the right they just do it. On the left they always talk about it, they talk it out. They talk without any action. It's really interesting.
We gotta ban
How's this for
Star
motivation?
Wars. We gotta ban Star Wars. We gotta get rid of these Marvel movies, man. These people are out of their mother.
It's true though. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, I'll let him finish.
Their fucking mind. What are they doing?
Pretty much finished. I believe that a lot of people, again, are so, like, far away from reality that they believe they can be, like, superheroes and, like, they're invincible, right? They cannot be hurt. You are a human. You are a human, and you're moving yourself into harm's way. You are a human, and, you are going to experience consequences if you try to fight people that have guns. I don't even know why you're trying to have physical altercations with people that have guns. This never makes sense to begin with. But anyways, interesting. Yeah, so basically, we have these exact same people here. I remember my my brother's fiance. She works as a nurse, right? And there have been ladies in there that were literally like fantasizing about taking out just like people that they didn't like. Not even like political, but like people that didn't like, rude, somebody who's rude, somebody who doesn't behave, even people who are just like hard to take care of, right? I think she also worked in like elderly care, right? Same thing here. I feel like we need to have proper mental health checks, proper mental health checkups once in a while to check if these people, right, nurses, caretakers, whatever, are even mentally capable or mentally well enough of taking care of others. Right? I feel like it's insane. Anyways, yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. Please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. These will be a few pre-recorded things because, well, I spent the Saturday with my aunt. So yeah, enjoy these, right? A little bit of drama. Anyways, take care, guys. Bye-bye.